in case there's a trap in here and you can fortify, right?
Yep.
So then we don't get caught up on it.
Although I do realize Val also plays Pharah. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know what Val would do here. I guess she would just poke here while they're focusing us.
I think she should actually lag behind, because if she goes by herself, she's gonna get shot at while the rest of us are out of view.
True.
Well, what's nice about it is if we can get around to the top up there and she's behind us, then she can harass from the back. So
Yeah, I think she should lag behind until we get to team get
Does the Mercy stay with her?
that's a great
I would
question.
say, I would say no.
Probably. I don't know.
But-
So I guess Mercy can fly
Yeah.
really far.
So I would say no, and Val would use cover and the 2 megas that are back here to heal up when she needs to.
Fair.
Because, I mean, there are 2 megas real close.
Yeah.
Is this being recorded? Did we get that on tape? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, let's group up here.
Oh,
So
the
we're
speed
gonna-
boosts don't stack, do they? If I'm on speed and he's on speed, it doubles.
no. So that'd be funny. But I'm gonna do
awesome.
3, 2, 1, and on 1 I'm gonna go. So 3, 2, 1.
Posix, you're gonna speed boost.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Now you're gonna DM them through the door, and I'll follow and fortify.
So don't DM like you just did. Don't point it at him. You point it to the side, and it absorbs more.
Oh, yeah,
So you
yeah,
point you DM it like this way,
Aim at the ivy.
Okay.
and then obviously you can turn like once you're up here. But
One thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we're all quick. And we're not like you need to
Yep.
be pressing W basically the whole time.
Yeah, once I move, everybody's got to be right
And
behind
stay
me.
in front of the Lucio. Like
Yeah, and
before we had some people behind.
yeah, one of the things we kind of struggled with is this line would be huge, and I was playing Diva, and I couldn't be the last one because I would end up being like way back here, and that was not very useful. So like everyone really needs to be together so that defense
hold
countries
that
can just cover everyone.
Yep. Sorry. Let's practice
all right.
speed boosting. I'll speed
Let's
boost.
do it again. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Go. So here we're obviously a little vulnerable, but we're covered enough.
Yeah,
we
I
have
think
to
we're,
make sure
I
we
think
power
we're covered just enough, and my shield is on cooldown. Is way off cooldown by the time I get up here.
Good. Okay.
So sorry, were we pausing in the room at all or just moving
No,
forward?
you gotta press W the whole time.
I'm pausing. Everybody else is going straight
It's
up.
going forward. Okay.
Let's
Yep.
try that again then.
Yeah.
So the idea is just Teuton is going from the front of the group to the back of the group. And
Yeah,
that's
so-
why he's possible.
So I'm gonna go in, and if you want to come watch real quick, we'll do it a little slower.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna try to tuck in right here,
Okay.
and everybody
Everyone
through,
else just keeps going.
All right.
and then everybody else goes through, and then I'll come back behind everybody. So let's try it again.
If we have speed boost, you probably only need to pause for like a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went right past me. It was barely even noticeable.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
I think even tighter.
Nice. Could be, yeah, but I think it was still good. I
Okay.
mean,
Can we go back to the setting place?
This here. Or
The what
inside?
place?
Before we start?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So there, I was watching the France UK game. There's a
Mhm.
spawn door right here.
yep.
So we need to come out this door when we do that.
Okay.
So we don't get any poke damage, like nothing. So we just literally walk up, go up the stairs. That way we're in cover the whole time. Cover, cover, cover. We set up here and then we go.
Got it.
I don't see that talked about a ton, but I kind of think about that in every map, is to take the path that gives them the least amount of poke damage.
Right.
For instance, with Volskaya, I like going right because going left
Right.
gives them like 20 feet of shooting at us.
Also, going left, half the people don't go through the building. Find that to be a very common theme, even though everyone is correct that the building is the quickest way to choke. Gaia.
Oh yeah, on Volskaya.
I'm a Volskaya,
Yeah,
you know,
anyway.
you know what I'm talking about. Ever since you told me that, I was like, I noticed, you're right. Everyone doesn't go through the building, but they should go through the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even go through the building and go right if you want, but that's sort of silly.
If you're gonna go left through the joke, then you go right. Anyway, that's a different map. So,
Yep.
but I think it applies like for everything.
Yeah, so then we set up here.
It's kind of the same thing with cover. Like when you are coming up this way, like don't come up this way on this side because obviously no one can really see me. But over here,
Right.
you know,
Yep.
like hug this wall because that gives them the worsting. So don't just be willy nilly like, oh, I'm over here, you know, whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
the entire team can shoot at you from there.
All right. So in the event that one of us gets picked here, what do we do? Let's say.
If one of us gets
Oh no,
picked,
Junkrat killed me here.
I don't think we stop. I mean, if one of us gets picked, unless it's,
Sort of committed.
Yeah.
Unless you want to retreat
Yeah.
to this room.
5v6 is okay.
I mean, yeah,
and
it'd be,
with the
I
high
mean-
ground, right?
If they fight on stairs, like if the Rhine charges, like we should be able to kill the Rhine, hopefully, and even it up.
I would say we go immediately up to this room and then take the fight up.
yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, don't fight right here. Don't fight right here, but instead keep going right here and then do your fighting.
And I think whoever's playing Lucio should stay kind of right here so that Teuton can get that speed boost up the stairs. And Teuton, I'm gonna give you a audio cue whenever we're all up here so that you can back up.
Okay.
Or maybe
We
just
wanna
hold, like,
do-
this whole time and you're backing up, I guess.
Do we want to do anything with this little area here? That's kind of underused and
Which
can
one?
be pretty annoying. This.
This?
I think, no, yeah, I think for the most part, that's like a soldier or a Hanzo or something like this can come here for a different angle, but I don't think the entire team needs to go down there.
No, not the entire team. Yeah, like some.
We
if
could,
we're
though.
comfortable with having one split, then do some.
No, I like this spot a lot.
Because there's still cover and get back to the team.
Well, I can turtle in here and just lay down fire and hopefully keep people back there. But
It's just we're in plain view
You
of
know,
all the damage.
at this point, once we get to this spot, it's really just making sure we get, those first couple picks, and Machachi, you've got to get down here and force them to get on the point.
Yeah. So I think in that situation, I'll be the only one to drop, I guess.
Yes.
And then I'll
Yep.
just beg for healing.
And Muchachi. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. You did this last time, so.
Yeah, I mean, definitely just drop, make them contest the point, or you get a free tick. If we have a Mercy, the Mercy can just stay up on the high ground and heal you. Zen can throw the orb there. You can get a little bit of heals and maximize it.
Yeah, definitely.
You can probably even, come over here, because you're still on the point, and they don't have an angle if they haven't moved yet. And then you can fly back up.
Yeah.
So we would have a mercy, or right if we're running a far or not.
Yeah.
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 So I guess you'd only have one healer possible to heal you, because Lucio's
And-
not gonna do shit down here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it has to be like Ana, Mercy, or Zen. I don't think we'd run
Ooh,
Lucio
Ana
Zen.
would be nice.
Ana would be an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Candy plays Ana.
And
To
if whoever's playing the diva, just make sure you actually call out for the heals, because you're kind of a crucial. Like they will be shooting at you
Yep.
and charging you. So,
Yeah.
want to go over just Val's roll one more time?
Yeah.
Who's the recording person? Show them the health packs at Bond.
Yeah, Chad.
So the ones like we were up top we were talking about?
Oh, come to
No.
the fair player.
Right
Yeah.
here. Oops. I have old bindings.
Oh, fair.
All right. Yeah. So I think strategy one would be for Fair to hop here and just kind of poke, shoot at him from a different angle, and then take a few shots, play safe, get a health back, come back, shoot at him from a different angle while we're all moving, because they probably won't be paying attention. And if they are, it'll help us not die getting through the choke.
True.
And then I think strategy two, if they have a Widow, because, that could trump it, would be the Pharaoh could just go with the group and not really do a ton of damage and, until we get on the high ground.
Well, I think
We
what
swap
we
off
need
of
to just-
Farah if there's a Widow that's like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if we see the Widow before the fight
Right,
starts,
after the first push.
I think that it's
just
important.
choose going through.
I think it's important for us to pay attention to the Widow being up here.
There, yeah. The
So,
defense.
as we come in, maybe one of us, maybe we can try to keep an eye out for a Widow up top here, and just
If there is a-
Well, no.
If there is a Widow up top, make sure you don't go out on this ledge until Teuton has a shield up.
Yep.
Like, don't be the first one out, because then the Widow can easily snipe you before hooking away.
So, and if that Widow is up there, it would be Whoops, what was
Ah.
that?
Oh,
okay.
ran out of
Yeah.
time. I think it was mirror.
So if the widow is up there, though, I think it's good to. I mean, Lucky, tell me if I'm wrong
you know,
here,
and I
but
can even like after I go on contested point and give a third point, I can go up there and just mess with her too. And then
or
drop
even mess with her, and then drop down.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
you're
works.
Yeah,
still-
just keep in mind that if you use your jump jets, you won't be able to get back to the group, so you'll have to play safe back here if you get low.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So can we kind of nail down a comp that ideal comp that we want to run? So obviously Orisa, obviously Lucio.
I mean,
Diva.
Diva
Tanks are pretty
always.
good.
I mean, the tanks. I think
Either-
Reinhardt can work just as
Reinhardt.
well as.
Yeah,
Reinhardt, Orisa, and then always.
Yep.
But ideally, what do we want to run between Orisa and Reinhardt?
think
I mean,
the Orisa on
I
the
think
first
this-
point would be good.
I think this team runs Orisa.
Well, I mean, it's kind of fine, but sometimes Shuton doesn't make it, and we have Muchachi and.
Yep.
Um,
So what I'm looking to
I
do
like
here
Orion
is,
as well.
is to put down a comp regardless of what we play or don't play, just to like see what we could work towards that would be optimal for these points.
Gotcha.
I don't know, between Ryan and Orisa on point one, I'm not sure which is better.
Okay, so it's a little
Actually,
tight.
with this strategy, probably Orisa because she can
Okay.
actually just stay up and shoot.
Yeah, no, I
Orisa
agree with
down.
that. I agree with that.
What about healer? What's the ideal healer? Or actually, I should say, what's the ideal DPS?
I like having. I think we need. So we need spam, and we need one spam, and we need one. I'm.
Correct?
Sorry. I'm thinking like soldier and either soldier and Pharah or Junkrat.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier and Junkrat or Pharah? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and
I think the DPS is somewhat squishy. I think whoever
yeah,
we have a lot of different comfortable. You know, like Val shouldn't probably play soldier. Or at least she doesn't seem comfortable with it. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm saying
before, but-
again, this is just regardless of who's good at what. I just want us to have something to work towards if we're gonna start taking on different roles and stuff, or not taking roles, but like if we're gonna have to start flexing.
Could you
But
do
no,
like
I do
a,
agree. Like mostly having one hit scan, one
Yeah.
spammer.
Could you do
So-
like a widow Junkrat?
Fair-
yeah, Val actually does a pretty decent widow.
Widow seems strange on this. I don't know. Maybe
What position would
Or-
Widow take if the team isn't drawing that much
I don't
fire?
know. I mean, if we think about it, if
Like just on the arch?
if we get around and she gets up here
Yeah,
and they're
you want
turned
her
to
to be
face
here.
us, that could
Yeah,
that
no,
could
I
do a
mean,
lot of
You
damage.
basically pincer them if you can do
Yep.
it. Quite good, but
And that would
Depends.
be a good counter for any widow that's standing up here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that'd be a good counter for any widow they have, and also if they have a Pharah up there as well.
Yep. Okay, so Widow, and then Soldier Widow or Junkrat Widow.
I mean, it could be. I think it's flexible. Like I think Pharah, Soldier, Junkrat, Soldier, Widow, Pharah, Widow, Junkrat. I think all of those are going to be.
But you wouldn't want the 2 spam, right? You wouldn't want
No.
Right.
soldier.
you don't
or
want Farah and
Not
Right,
yeah,
fair.
not ideally, but I mean, I think if we ended up with that, it would probably work out all right. But yeah, ideal situation like Class 6 wanting is like one hit scan, one spammer.
Okay.
And then main healer, I think Ana looks like to be pretty strong here.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty
I would
much
agree with Ana
always
because if
Ana
you're gonna
or
run like Farah Widow, it's much easier for Ana to heal the character.
Yeah.
Based on how things are going to be between the team and that character.
Yeah. And I'm thinking for this part where with Diva's dancing around on a point, Ana can just heal her without having to expose herself.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
we have a
if
person right
they're-
now, it's, like risky.
if they're grouped up on me, or if that Rhine charges that way, like either one would be great. Well, that or Sleep Dart.
Okay.
Like it's probably an easy Sleep Dart to hit.
Mhm.
If they're all just in a big bunch and it doesn't really matter, just takes
Okay.
someone out of the fight for a few seconds.
Cool. All right. But yeah. So the thinking behind this comp stuff is like, if we have an ideal thing, even if we're not running it, that's something for us to work towards, and to like change our what we're comfortable with to better fit better comps. If that makes sense. Okay. So that's that point. think second point Ryan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on what our
Or Monkey.
what our plan one strat is, which side we go, and all that kind of stuff.
Like I guess for the when we attack this point, I feel like there's always it's very situated. Can't go down main, or like the decision changes very quickly, so we need to have a shield ready to go depending on what we decide.
Personally,
So-
I like going right, but a lot of people don't. So
Yeah,
I
right's
think right's
nice.
And I
good.
think-
You can like set it right here.
Yeah, and what I remember from the video is that right is, and this was kind of interesting. And I need to watch the video again because I was watching it at work and got a little distracted by work.
Damn it.
I know. What was interesting about this map, and if I remember right, was that he was actually talking about splitting up a little bit.
Really?
well, a lot of his advice is for flankers, which we don't really run.
Yep.
So it's if you go right, then the Tracer and the Genji can be left and poking at them from behind, and
Yep.
so you're pinching them. But we don't run that, so I'm not sure.
But we could.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I guess my only concern with going right, and my only concern with going right is if they're spammy, then that's going to be a problem for tanks.
Yeah, but I mean, left is also pretty choky.
Left isn't much better, but yeah.
So we definitely want shield break on this attack.
Yeah.
There's a Junkrat's good. Reaper's I feel is pretty annoying on this.
Reaper is pretty good on second one.
Then a Widow would maybe be alright, I guess. It's a little more.
Yeah, I mean, Widow up on the perch here.
Yeah, Widow has
One
a lot
good
of
thing
purchases.
is, so okay, let's just talk going right first. So going right has a lot of options. You can either go where Teuton is and like poke here, drop down, come up. Like I think for the most part you want to get into this position, and you're fighting from this angle. But it's a matter of like, do you want to go real long way around and fight from here so you can get this cover? Like, do you want to be more aggressive and get right here and even here so that you can get in? I'm just saying here a lot, so you have to be watching the fair. I don't know where I'm talking.
I'm watching.
Yep.
My issue is
but-
if you kill people, you gotta from that position. You need to remember they can come out the spawn, be behind it.
And it will
Yeah.
definitely use that spawn exit since no one uses the other one.
There's another one?
I still want the right
Yep.
side from spawn.
Yeah, the right side is really nice to come out of. Anyways, sorry.
You're serious? There is that
Yeah,
one?
there is. We'll see it.
Okay.
Where Muchachi is. And it's usually preferred to go out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason everyone comes out left.
Yeah, I just go right now.
Yeah.
That's some
No
shit.
idea.
Anyways, okay.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if we get a pick and we're right here, like we should be pushing them and killing the rest of them.
Yep.
And then once everyone's dead, then we can set up either left or right. You know, like we can see them come out. whichever way.
And actually, if we push them from this direction, they might not even realize they can fall back to spawn. Like when we push them this way, they always know to fall back to spawn. Like they might actually just like go left as they're retreating. I feel like I've seen that plenty
I
of
want to
times.
see this happen.
And obviously, if you're a mobile character, you can grab this health back right here.
Like D.Va can
Oh.
fly down, and, like,
Yeah.
jets and come back up. See,
Yep.
I
So we definitely want a
there.
diva.
Always
Do we
wanted
keep the
Diva.
Lucio? Or I was saying. Like
I think
that's
you
really
can-
nice.
I mean, for one, after you get point 1,
Yep.
you don't really swap anything. You just go straight to point
Yeah, yeah,
2
yeah.
for snowball. And then
Not
if we
fail.
need to swap,
Right,
then
right.
that a Zen is just as good as a Lucio for this one.
Yeah, Lucio then. Or I mean, as in. Let's see. Lucio, there's Zen. And main healer. What are we feeling?
I mean, I think it's whatever we were running. If we're running Mana,
depends on the,
we can at least try it. If Anna's having problems, she might want to switch to Mercy, but I think Anna's fine.
right, and then
Personally,
also if you try a tank heavy trip tank or something, you have to. but who knows?
So again, like if the reason why the Reaper is good on this point is because the defense is almost always just defending on the point, and so that's where the fight happens every time, and the Reaper can, with a lot of cover, get right up in there.
Yep.
So is it
You know, if
good
the
to have?
Reaper is hopping up here, falls down, at no point he's really taking damage, and then he's popping up right on the point.
So would you want a Mercy, like, right in the mix then, if that's the case, if everybody's on point? Or would you
I
want
mean-
more like the Ana?
Personally, I think a Mercy is never bad. Like,
Okay.
I'm always happy with a Mercy, but I think Ana is also equally fine here. So
Yeah, the change to Nano has been pretty huge.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Should we go through defense really quick?
We're talking about the other routes. Obviously, you can go straight down the middle on this.
yeah,
side.
and I don't think that we should. I mean, I think there's really only the right side or the left side. I don't really like going down the middle.
Left is
I think
hard,
it depends
though,
on their
because
comp.
left is kind of like the left side of attacking on the first point.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm mostly
Yeah.
just thinking like, what do we do if we go right 3 times and it doesn't work? You know, like we got to do something. Or do we? I don't know. It's 2 CP. Maybe it's just right to just keep rolling it out.
Just keep going down the middle over and over. It's gonna work eventually.
I think it's easy
I mean-
here for defenders to catch on to patterns because they're just sitting here doing nothing.
I don't think there's. I mean, I don't think there's really any like advanced strat for going left. I
No.
guess maybe the best time.
I
to
think the
defense
only
matrix
advanced
might
route
be.
is to not go like the longest route where you go underneath, go left, and then come underneath here, and then do some weird thing where you end up on the right side of the point.
Yeah.
I think you want to come through this door where I am right now every time. Even though it's obvious.
And I think that goes back to what Lucky was saying about that works. If we have flankers, that's great, but we don't. So
Right, I know. So I'm saying
Yeah.
if we go left, I think there's really only one thing to do.
Yep.
Come all the way this way and just shoot here.
But if our
So I
argument
feel
is
like-
like, oh, we should have this, but we don't, doesn't that tell us we need to start working on those things?
We should have.
Well,
one.
I know we can't do
So-
it next week, obviously, but like in
Right,
general.
but I thought that, yeah, I mean, someone already plays Widow, right?
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 of us that play with it.
Okay, there we go. I just need like a Tracer Genji.
Okay, so for this route, everyone look at the Pharah. Hey.
Yes.
Hey. So I say defense matrix this going through here.
Okay.
I feel like people die a lot trying to get into this thing. So defense matrix here, get on through, and then shield here, like for the point.
I'd agree, but I would throw a shield like a little bit into the point, I guess, so we could go in if it doesn't.
yeah, that's. I try to get it so it's covering just enough that we can get in there. But it's
And
also
if you're DPS and that's where the shield is, like don't DPS from like right here. You want to like soon as the shield busts, you want to be in a position where you can hide if you need to, get healed up, and then go and poke out and shoot again.
Okay, yep.
So don't take the fight like way over here or something, because then you have to like run a long way if that shield breaks.
Okay, yeah,
get
that
cover.
makes sense. Can you get
can't
up
wait.
to that, like, very top point up there in the middle? Like, could Widow get up there and snipe
Where?
us?
This?
Yeah, if,
Like,
if there's a widow,
way up
that's
there?
where the widow. Will
Oh
be.
yeah. Of course.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, way up there, I'm saying.
What's
No,
way
it
up?
tops out.
Oh, that.
This is the highest point I think Widow can be at. Unless you
So
count
the other widow spot is over here.
Yep.
that one up there.
Sucks.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the widow, if we run it, should just be switching it up, either being on the middle one or over here, getting a pick, playing safe, not getting counter sniped, and if the widow is over here, that would actually be a good reason to go left, because then that's where their shield will be, that's where their people will be looking, and the widow could maybe get a pick or two.
Oh, and
All right, so attack.
defense.
For defense. Yep.
Yeah, defense. We can just all not run the maze strat, right?
But no,
Those
we
way
can do
too
the
complicated.
we can do the sim strat now.
yeah.
That May strat is
That's true.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but we don't need to go through that challenge anymore. We can just
Yeah.
get Sim to put us straight up there.
That's
We have
correct.
people, yeah, well, we
Oh.
have people that can't make this jump right here, so that was the
I don't
hard
think
part.
we need to
Practice
anymore.
more.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
no, with the sim, yeah, no, you don't have to.
But with the sim, you don't have to make exact.
Yeah, you can just come from main and hop up there.
They're talking about it.
I mean, I'm all for doing that. If it
Yeah, just
actually
use sim
does-
instead of May, so no one has to make.
Do we
Yeah,
keep
I
Can
mean,
Sim
you
after?
swap us to red team?
Okay. Oops.
I don't think you keep sim if you're gonna be running that because
We
what
are
is
red
sim
team.
here.
I'm at the. I guess it doesn't matter. I can go and I was just gonna go and pick some, and we can try it
Yeah.
and see where exactly it would be. I mean, the idea is well, with the May, you took the May back with Lucio.
Yep.
Swapped out
Right.
the May for some other DPS or whatever. Actually, I think it was a Mercy, right?
It was for Mercy because then she
Yep.
could fly back.
And that's the thing now, you don't have to go through that whole hassle. I mean, I can't wait
All
till
right.
this.
So we want to try this for defense.
I think it's a
Yeah.
good starting spot because you can get a lot of. If we have an Orisa, like, and we have like a Widow or something, we can have a lot of like spam damage. And then if I play
Alright,
Diva,
let's see.
I can like drop down a point if they drop down
Yep.
to like contest.
So if we do it, we'll just do it from here, where I am now.
Yeah, where you at?
Think. Oh, good. I have interact bound. Step one.
Let's see who
Step
doesn't.
one already.
Okay.
And there we go. I mean, I'm really
So
expecting.
I guess the question
We should
is then
still
when-
speed our sim back, right?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
speed sim. This sim gets sped back, but what does sim become? The Mercy or the Ana? No, it's just slow to come back. Yeah, there's only a
It
couple of
probably would
heroes.
have to be the Mercy because there's the only way you can get up high ground.
Ah, Lucio can.
Yeah,
I guess no, we
Lucio's-
wouldn't.
But
we wouldn't want
Lucio will be
Lucio.
the one
Never mind,
speeding
never mind.
sim
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
It
yeah.
can't be. Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. It has to be Mercy.
So swap is to defense because if we want to actually do this, I think we need to practice it because we bungled it several times in games.
But that was
Hey, that was Kenzie. Blame Kenzie.
Well, it was also
Nah, yeah, I'm kidding.
it was also like by
He's the one who got caught on camera.
Whoever's switching
Yep.
wouldn't get back in time, that kind of stuff.
Sure, switch to.
Oops. Ah.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, rip.
Who took over the custom game?
No, it's still me. I'm just
Okay.
Okay.
not very good at this. All right, there we go.
All right. So pick the hero that you would kind of be playing. Q1's already it. Monkey's probably already it, more or less.
Guess
Yeah.
that would-
So what
So
are we?
pause is going to be the Lucio.
Okay.
Or are you going to be the Mercy?
Can't
Well,
wait for these PTR.
Or else we have
changes.
two Lucios. I'll be the Mercy here.
Yeah, I'll be Lucio. Although maybe you should practice. What if I don't make the game?
All right.
I guess.
Although,
Hold on, wait. Should I switch? I'll just
what
do
would
it.
I?
Sorry, I'm Lucio.
Okay, so who was
let's
the,
everybody
who
go
was
back.
the Mercy?
Let's everybody come back.
Isn't the
Ooh,
sim
yeah,
supposed to be the Mercy?
Yeah, no, that's why I swapped.
Got it. All right. So, want me to? You want someone else to be? I guess Candy's not here. She probably
Right.
be Mercy. Yeah. All right. How do I use this teleporter? No, I'm just kidding. Dang, actually, I don't play this character.
All right, doors open at 10:55. Let's time it. Oh, are we? We'll
Oops.
try
Oh,
run it first.
It's fucked. Already fucked. Well, we're building in some.
Let me just practice
confusion
putting the
for it.
teleporter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think I stop here. Go.
Okay.
We went up. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I guess you don't have to go. Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
hanging it down
okay.
here. Okay.
Back
I'll
here.
speed
But
back. Ready?
Muchachi, or the Diva player, is involved in this, so they go back with them, right?
Why?
You don't need to.
Well, I guess you don't need to with the speed
They're
boost.
not gonna-
I was just
they're not
thinking
gonna do
the Mercy can
Oh, for
fly.
Mercy, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess with
Oh.
the Lucio, it's not terribly important.
So wait, what do I stay Lucio? Lucio
Oh,
for
good
this?
question.
do. Because only Lucio can get up there with the wall ride. We're all gonna be up there, unless you're gonna run Widow or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So we're just have Lucio.
Actually,
Well, what
how
about
about,
like
we stand
how about
still.
the off tank does it?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
If the off tank is the sim, then
Yeah.
the Lucio can swap to the Mercy.
I agree.
Or the off tank is Sim and vice versa. Yeah. Okay. One of those two.
All right, let's practice this again.
The true enemy.
Alright.
Back to spawn. Got 10 minutes. 9 minutes.
I should probably speed you guys, huh?
wait?
There we go.
See.
Okay.
All right, so we'll
Okay.
start on
At the 9.
start on
Yes.
9:20.
Oh, I should.
Give me 9.
You mean 9 even? 5,
9 even would
4,
be better.
Yeah, you know what I
three,
meant.
2, 1. Hey,
Yeah.
doors open.
So glad you guys know what I mean.
Okay. Do your thing.
Online. I have opened the file.
Oops.
Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're just gonna hang out and spawn now.
Well, that took me 23 seconds to get up there.
And
Really?
let's see. You got 30 seconds to get back, people.
Wait. Okay. Alright, I guess, yeah, no. Keep going.
Try to
Keep
get
going.
sprint
Okay.
so you can fly it.
Yep. You got hurt. Okay. I guess you can go through the back, right?
I'm probably not gonna set up there as Diva.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. There we go. Alright, done.
So if everyone, of course,
That was
I
1 minute.
managed to screw up and not get up there, but yeah, if everyone is up there, then the Diva's job is the same, where the Diva comes down, challenges the point if they're on it,
Yep.
Okay.
make sure they're not getting a tick, and then everyone else is just shooting from the high ground, where they have almost no way of shooting at them.
So if they do have a Widow in this situation though, it's gonna be really hard for us to contest it once we all drop, so we just gotta make sure we watch the sidelines a lot.
Definitely true.
So when do we drop?
I would say if I'm down here and there's more than 2 people on here, I would drop. Or at least like some of us would drop, you know?
So I mean, drop means 2-ton, right? Like,
It has to
there's
be
no
2
real
tons.
reason.
Otherwise,
There's no reason for like a
There's-
soldier to drop, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Unless there's a Widow up there.
And if there's a Widow, the soldier can literally just come over here and just sit like in this back area.
Remember, you can fight on this corner here. Right here. And then the Widow has no sight lines where I am standing right now. You can fight on the point here. And the Widow has, if she's, because Widow's probably going to be on that
Oh,
archway,
yeah.
right? So if you sit here and go pew 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 with the shield, pretty good.
Okay,
Also,
so
the safe way to,
if we-
you don't have to drop. You can just come around the other way. Like, saying like, you can drop this way and walk down the stairs. Takes a
So
little
if they
time.
don't have a Widow, then the DPS do not necessarily need to drop,
Correct.
and just Orisa and Mercy probably is the best for this point, not Anna, since Mercy can
Yeah.
hop back up to the high grounds.
Who's
Yeah.
our second healer?
If we have a Widow, then the Widow will either stay up here or can rotate over here. if
Second
she
healer
needs
can be
to.
Zen, actually, because you can put the orb on
That'd be
the
nice.
Diva. She's tested. And you can also Discord people who they're not taking the whole team on point.
Yeah, Zen's fine.
And
Okay, and then if they do have a Widow, or you fall off or whatever, then
Corner.
we fight, and Orisa sets up a shield and fights right here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So it sets up the shield far enough away that you can actually get on the point, you can test it, but not so
You come
far
out
that
pretty
they
far.
can. Yeah,
Because
I'm pretty sure if
right
you got,
now
like,
where I'm
right-
standing, I don't see the archway that well. I don't see like half of it. Right
Yeah.
now, if you stand like right here,
we just have to watch for flankers from here.
yeah.
yeah. The other problem would be maybe a Doomfist. If a
Or
Doomfist like gets into
Junkrat.
this corner, then we will all be dead.
If they have a Junkrat, I mean, you get to wherever I'm standing too. There's like, we can split.
That's actually true. Yeah, it's very situational, because if they drop down from above here, so yeah, we just have to play it by ear. What do we want for our? If we have a widow, what would we like for the other DPS?
Widow and
Probably
Archie.
the Junkrat again, I would
I
think.
think you want Junkrat, yeah, exactly. Because you want to rain death from above and make them really annoyed that you're up there.
Yeah.
Farah would be fine too, I would think. I don't
Okay.
know where exactly Farah should be shooting from though. I guess just with the team.
That's a good
If
question.
you're going Widow Farah,
vulnerable.
I think you should try to figure out a way to create like crossfire. But I don't know where that would be. On the other side, that's really dangerous. I believe that's why Farah and Widowmaker could be on the other side because they have escape pools. On the other platform over there, if you put one character and then if the other team pushes that way, you like get out back to.
Yeah, sounds good to me. If they take this high ground though,
Yeah, that's the only question.
because one thing about being up here is I feel like they're gonna have free reign to get wherever they want to go.
Yep.
They can, I mean, if they want that high ground, they can get it. There's almost nothing we can do except for if a Widow gets a pick.
If you have Farah, can't you boot them off? Not sure.
Yeah, Farah can definitely boot them off.
And if you have Junkrats at a Farah, might be able to win the shield war by.
Yeah, I think shield break.
Mhm.
The junk would be nice.
Oops.
Well,
Okay.
There's options.
if it's
Obviously,
a battle,
Oh my god.
Nothing's
if it's a battle with two high grounds, we'll just be. I guess it will just be whoever wins the shield war. will
Nothing
win.
is 100%. Why otherwise people just do
Yeah,
that.
sure. Yeah, what I want to have is just be like, what is the backup? Like, oh, okay, high ground doesn't work anymore. Where do we go?
Also,
Like, where
instead
do
of
we set up
dropping, if you're like Zen, you can like come this way and like go down the stairs. And your orbs last 3 seconds out of sight, so you should have enough
Yep.
time to walk down the stairs. Don't drop and like run it.
Oh, Junkrat. If you come up up here to the high ground.
Yep.
So if they have a flanker, be looking for that flanker to come up to this high ground. So set a trap right
Oops.
in this area right here. Yeah, we're
Okay.
there. That's probably fine. Like if they have a Genji or it's mostly just a Genji, but that's where they're going to be coming from. So that's where you set the trap.
And we could do the same thing on these steps, right? Like, just kind of put
Yes.
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah. If we all drop down, then yeah, putting it on these steps works.
Like maybe right here. So, because by the time they're stuck here, they're gonna be potentially shooting at us, or they might not even come up that far. Like maybe like here-ish. That's minutia, obviously, but
Yeah,
because we could see them and then
true.
should catch them by surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Second point. So I don't like Orisa on the second point.
No.
Like, well, because it's such close quarters, but depending on where you actually get to be, that it feels like a clusterfuck sometimes. Trying to shoot, like people 2 feet away.
It depends on which way they come.
Yeah.
To be honest. But and it depends on what we have too. Because the second point, I block a lot of angles by putting a shield right there, and then
Yep.
just having the sustained fire down there is nice.
Yeah, double shield would be good.
Double shield is actually
Yeah.
really good on this one.
Okay. I'll mark that down.
And if it's not working,
I don't know if I like double shield. What do we
Oh,
do?
that's fine.
Like if they have a widow, like we have nothing to pressure the widow
Yeah.
at that point.
no, and that's a fair point. And if they do, then if they do,
Okay,
and
so that's
Machachi
the-
switch, yeah, no,
Don't do
it-
that. Okay.
Yeah, it all depends totally on what their comp is.
So if they have a widow or a Pharah, then we want the diva to contest that character.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why I like Reinhardt better here, if we do just have one, is because we don't know which direction they're going,
True.
and we don't have to worry about the shield being in the wrong place.
Good point.
Although keep in mind, if it is in the wrong place, just fight on the other side of it. Like back up, come over here and fight. You know,
Well, and that's why I've
shield
stopped.
blocks both ways.
I try not to, when I set up here now, I try not to put, I got a second left, I try not to do that anymore. That doesn't help. I'm trying to put the shield at an angle here. And almost, okay now. More like this, because that blocks the majority of this path, but it also blocks this angle, and you can get behind it to get this one too.
Okay, TPS players, if they do have a widow, don't fight right here. I'm one of the Rhines. Yeah, I'm the Rhine. Like fight like here or something, you know? Like fight
Okay,
where
yep.
that widow is either going to be over there or over on that side. You know, on those two high ground things.
Oops.
And we got
Oops.
kicked.
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
All right, we're
At least we
defense
got
still.
kicked in the right spot.
So where's this other spawn? I'm gonna go out that.
That one.
Right door, right.
Go. Nice.
This is
Like
great
that
when
left.
there's a brawl on the point because sometimes the enemy turns their back to you. You go
Yep.
Yep.
that way.
Yeah, just like most people go out the left, the enemy team is generally going to be facing the right. Their
Also, the
right,
lighting, it
our
just
left,
attracts
our
their
right.
attention.
Yeah, that's true.
Like-
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
So anyway, if there's a widow on either high grounds, like play very safe. Don't rely on a shield to protect you. Like
Okay.
just stay out of the way if you can. Obviously, if you have to move for some reason, move. But like if a Doomfist jumps on you here or something, you know that's more important to get away from. But otherwise, just stay out of the widow sight and make them worthless because they can't do anything if they can't see you.
Oh, I like what's her name, Mercy here, but more as well. I mean, Anna's good too, I suppose. But what do we?
Sports are pretty.
Yeah, I don't have a preference on main healer. I don't think.
You probably need a Zen or a Lucio because you want to.
Because
I like having a mercy
that.
on this point.
Okay.
I think Zen is also pretty good because the walk distance from spawn is not that far.
Well, the
Defense
trance.
Get the trance to stop
Yeah.
That
True.
nice
blade,
little area.
stop them. Unfortunately, it also makes you weak against some good on attacking because it busts. If they EMP, it's like one team fight that's like really bad for. But not that many people run zombie yet. I guess Doomfist is also another problem. He's becoming more.
If they have a
I mean-
I'll play Reaper, or I'll play Roadhog, and I'll just try and pick him up as I can.
There's also Tracer and Genji, but the answer's not Tree or Mei. Not bad.
It does seem in our general fights, them having a Reaper, Doomfist, or Sombra is more likely than them having a Tracer Genji.
Yeah, we haven't seen many Genjis even in so far.
Ursa has a pretty cool golden gun. I think it's-
It fits the skins pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty badass looking gun right there.
So DPS wise, we want. I think Junk would be good.
I mean, I think it's my opinion is it doesn't really matter which one it is, so long as you have a hit scan and a
Yeah.
spammer.
Okay.
Okay.
And if they aren't running something where the hit scan matters, then it could be two spammers or something. But
Yep.
in general, just a Soldier McCree Widow as one character and a Junkrat. I guess Hanzo kind of a spammer. I don't really know where Hanzo fits in that.
He's
Does
Widow.
fair
and-
work in this map
Fair-
or in this point?
Farah's not great on this point, in my opinion.
Ceiling.
The ceiling
Yeah.
is really tiny.
It's also like a million
It's-
pillars if she's in the air, just try to shoot.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world, and teams definitely run Pharaohs on this point, but it just doesn't seem like there's a really great.
I would almost say
Angle
you
of
should
attack.
have Valve try and
Try and what?
Try one.
Try and May.
because you
Okay.
can freeze the if they're running like Doomfist, Sombra, Tracer, Genji.
Yep.
You can freeze them out.
Mhm.
But it really depends on what Val wants to do. I don't know.
So
What
what
you
is May
prefer-
I think
considered in that
Binkley, I
case?
think you're kind of breaking up, or like you're cutting in and out. I can't tell if that's what's happening or not.
I was saying you should try to play Mei.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
don't.
worth.
Coming up.
So we're
Mei
talking
would be
about
huge, yeah. Yep.
talking about defense right now, right?
Yeah, we're talking
At
about
this point on defense, yeah.
So
like-
who's good for the
Yeah,
other
go ahead.
DPS with the May? Sorry. Because is May considered?
I mean, May's kind of a off tank slash.
She's like a little bit of
DPS
everything because she
dude.
can shoot far with the right click.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can play
It depends
Mei
on what the
if we,
other team
like,
is.
need it. If we need, like, if say for example they don't have a Widow, they don't have Doomfist or anything, like I can play the Mei as the opposite if we really wanted to.
Well, even
I'm more
mine.
thinking about Val because I think Val's main heroes are Farah and Mei. So
Yeah.
between those two, you need to figure out which you want to run here because if Farah is not working that well,
I think she's actually doing better at Widow than she's doing at May, but
okay, then she can play Widow on this. Where does
So
Widow
where do you
set up
play Widow here,
defensively?
though?
Yeah,
I don't think
there?
Widow defense
Right.
makes a ton of sense
no.
unless you're trying to counter Widow and get the first kill. I don't really see much reason to do that because you're gonna be looking at nothing but a shield no matter what. Like there's not a great angle and you're not gonna be able to see anything. So I don't like Widow
Yeah.
defense here.
I would say, like, I mean, a May and a I know we wouldn't be able to deal with Farah very well, but a May and a Reaper or something like that, or something close quarters.
Yeah, I agree. I mean Reaper is a spammer as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think unless we need to counter one of their heroes, that's more than
Yeah.
fine. Because
There's
again,
always
all the
baguettes.
fights will
That's
be
true.
right here on the point. So
Yeah.
being a close quarters hero is perfectly fine.
Yeah, like,
There's-
should we
There's always
replace?
baguette.
Right.
yeah.
I think that would be.
Well,
Sure.
and the maze is good for stalling. So if we do get down on the point, anyone that can swap to May that's not doing something super important,
Mhm.
like main tank or main healer, then you can go May. Roadhog also would probably be fine if going for a third tank instead of a second DPS.
Yeah, you do that, you should consider Moira then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's super flexible since
Yep.
everything is.
Alright, the key is that if you switch, the team needs to know. Don't be like, oh, whoops, we don't have a fire anymore.
So what exactly are we doing? So say they go, they're going our right.
Over here.
Yeah, so they're going into room. I guess we can call this.
Yep.
I think the other one's called like alley or something. So if they go room, I think we move in here, right, and take the fight in here. We get this high ground right here and shoot them from here.
If we react quick enough, I think that's the goal. But sometimes you
We
don't.
should be able to. I mean, we should be able to see them as soon as they go in the first one.
Good point.
So you should have enough time to come and fight. And I think we actually want to fight here and not where Teuton's shield was a second ago.
On this like ledge. See what you-
Yeah,
think so?
I just no. I
mean, you
if
can't
there's-
see
Shield
great.
Right here, put your shield right here. You can use that ledge as cover. You know, just back up.
Yeah, I think this is a little better here.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of how to like get the high ground and be able to see. A lot of times when I'm DPSing, Teuton's fat ass is in the way and I can't see anything. So I need a little bit of an angle to be able to actually be effective.
And I'm
So I'm
big
just trying to
boned.
come up with. You're big,
You have
metal.
big parts.
Well, that's horse
Well,
bones,
yeah.
so.
The horse butt.
So okay, when
Bully.
this point opens up, I think we defend here first,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So we cheat right. We look where they're going, and if they go to our left, I'm so used to just thinking terms as far as attacking or defense. But if they go the defensive left and alley, where are we fighting? I think we still fight here, right?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that, yeah. We don't really need to rotate. 'Cause they have to bring the fight to us. almost.
Yeah. So like they have to come to the point.
They have to
We
come up
are-
and scare you, unless they have a
We're blocking this area right here, right? So we are behind this. In DPS, this is your good cover. If they don't have a widow, that is.
Yeah, it's super awkward to come up these stairs and shoot. Because you like get obscured as you're coming up and you get headshotted as you're walking up. So let's go back this way.
And then if we're here, then we can easily rotate if they go to our right into room. And
Yes.
we're fine if they go left, and if they go mid, we're also fine. So I think that's right, right?
Yeah,
That looks pretty good.
I think so. Could put, yeah.
What's the biggest problem on this point? Like a Reaper or Tracer? Tracer's not too annoying here. Yeah,
I also
what
don't-
fucks us
Genji's a
up?
problem.
Genji, yeah.
It's your
Genji
bunch.
can be a problem. Widow can be a problem.
Widow's always a problem. feel.
Now, if they have a Widow too, like, if we had double shield, that just, like, blocks off a lot of her sidelines. So if we had to fight over here, that double shield, like, isn't horrible, I don't think, either. But if they don't have a Widow, like, would the tank comp be, like, double shield them?
It would take care of a Tracer and a Genji to have a Ryan in and a Ryan could just
I
sit
don't-
like crazy.
I mean, we can definitely try it, but I don't have faith. Me being a frequent DPS player, I don't have faith in my own positioning skills to not still get picked by the Widow.
Yeah, I think if there's a Widow if there's a Widow, whoever's not the shield tank just plays Diva to deal with the Widow.
But do you think if they don't Widow, do you think the double shield's pretty good?
Or what about a Zarya?
A Zarya could work too.
I think double shields can still work with that Widow. But it depends on what the other comp is.
Muchachi, do you play Zarya?
I dabble with it, yeah.
I mean, do you play it enough that you would feel confident doing it? Because one thing I don't want is to lose a whole bunch of ults to go to the quote-unquote ideal comp, and then we're
Yeah.
we're at a huge ult disadvantage. So, like, I don't want, like, 4 people swapping to get the right comp. So, like, if we have an Orisa on the first point, and we lose it, like, I don't want a bunch of swaps happening.
Well, I've been
I will
playing-
I can
if you-
play Zarya comfortably if we don't have Orisa, just because there's not a lot.
No, well, that's the thing. If we play
Yeah, I
Zarya,
guess.
then Muchachi would switch off to Ryan, and I'd play Zarya.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't want...
Yeah.
I don't want a bunch of people swapping all at once. If we save the first push of theirs, and then we have a second to breathe, and then we can swap, but... Like, I don't think we swap before we stop their snowball. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I
Like,
think
if
the
we
swapping
lose-
is
if
just
we
once
lose-
we lose a fight. I'm not imagining it as preemptive switching.
Well, I mean, so what I'm saying is, if they take first point, and we're all respawning, I don't
Yep.
want to swap then, because they're going to snowball
Yeah,
and
right.
potentially have ultimates anyway.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
And then if we lose the fight, then I don't know that swap. You know, like, why swap? Because they're going to be getting ticks on the point. Is that the right time to swap? Like, they're going to be on the point, and we're going to be in spawn. They're going to be almost winning the game.
I think if they do that, I'm switching to Hamster every time if I'm off tank, just so I can get on that point.
I think the only time that we do a whole bunch of swaps, if we're going to do that, would be if we push back their snowball and like 1 or 2 people maybe die, and then we can just swap up, because then they have to take 40 seconds to regroup.
I guess, if we have, let's say, both of our tanks are dead, then if we're coordinated enough, we could say, well, both of our tanks are, we could both switch. One Ryan, one. That's not always going to happen, but
Well, if that's the case, we're screwed anyway. So
not with me.
I don't know. I think not getting exotic with our thing and just kind of running what we're already running with like a minor change here or there is I'm more comfortable with than going with a whole bunch of different heroes.
Okay.
no, I agree with. I think that swapping too many people at once, we lose a bunch of stuff if we do that. And I know I've talked a little bit about not worrying so much about it, but we also don't want to lose a huge ult advantage if we've got one just
Yeah.
to swap into different heroes just because we think it's the right thing to do.
And attack, it's probably more like I think attack is fine. If you're 2 minutes into a 4-minute attack round and
Yeah.
you're getting nowhere, then it's fine to just swap all 6 people because you're not winning anyway. Not that we would do that necessarily, but it's possible. Or at least I've seen Overwatch League teams do it. So let me know.
Yeah, I want to say that.
But yeah, on defense, I don't think at our level, it's not like we can swap the counter dive and to counter them or something. So I think just keeping it simple is smart.
Right.
The only time is to figure out when to swap stall here. Which I think it's pretty obvious most of the time. It's like we're sort of screwed here.
Yeah,
Someone
there's
just
like
needs to
4
say,
people on the
though.
point. Then yeah,
But someone should say it out loud anyways, though.
and don't swap if you are already a stall hero. So basically, if you're
Yes,
a
okay.
tank or a
Would you
diva,
swap?
You're May
Stall
already,
hero.
or Moira. You don't need to swap.
Well, I mean, like diva is a stall hero too, or a
Yeah,
roadhog. Like any of those, like
Right.
those people aren't the ones swapping. A
Right.
an off healer can swap, or a DPS can swap, but the main healer and probably the tank shouldn't.
Yep.
So yeah, who are the stall heroes? Like for DPS?
May.
May.
Oh, okay.
Tracer.
Tracer's the one.
Yeah, Tracer especially to get back on the point super fast.
Okay.
Hamster.
Is it all about mobility or is it about prevention?
About
A little bit of both. Okay.
It's
Like,
trying
you
to
can
and being able to
switch to,
survive.
And
Like you can switch to, like if you're DPS, say you're running like Aura and you're like, oh my gosh, I got assault. You can play a hamster, you know, get there really quick. And just basically play like a DPS.
So you can switch to tank.
I mean, we don't need a million Sol heroes, so like May is
Right.
probably good enough.
Okay.
If the maze doesn't work, then we probably lost the point anyway. So, you know, whatever.
But like
but
Junkrat,
yeah.
like I could mine in there, and would that be considered stall?
Yeah, you'd have to be a bit lucky and a bit
I don't think
wild.
May Junkrat is
You
as
actually-
stally as the
It's not
other
reliable.
ones.
Okay.
So do you know Punky, how to stall as May?
How the what?
How to stall as May? Like it might
Oh.
make it more clear. If,
I guess
if-
yeah. Explain, or just
So,
make sure.
Come look at me. I'm in the near the right spawn.
Ah, okay. So, there we go.
Yeah. So does
Oh, wrong May.
yeah. Wait, we both may? Oh, we both are.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would make
there's no
it.
limit.
Alright.
So the reason May is a Sol hero is because she comes out this right door, and she sets up a wall there, and then when they get around it or something, she ice blocks. And then when the ice block is done, if you can stay alive long enough, you can wall yourself off again.
Okay.
So that's
And this
why.
is presuming they're
that's-
coming to the right, or
Well, they're
But
already
it
on
doesn't
the point.
matter. Yeah, they're on the
They'll be
point.
on
Like
the
we
point.
lost
That's why
the.
you switch to stall, because we're
Like
losing
there'll
this
be like 4 on the point, and everyone
Yeah.
else is dead, and then you come out as May. I like the right side, but the left side can work too. And then if you need to, you just do like right here. Like
I
you
see.
give them
So
no
yours is
ability
just
to
the
do
point.
anything with you.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So that's what a Soul Hero is. Like Reaper or Hammond or something like that can live long enough. Like
Uh-huh.
Reaper can come in here and shift, and buy a couple of seconds without dying as well.
Does
But
he
May
contest point
is
though when
is
he's
the
in the
king.
form?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Does he? Okay.
Up.
And then Moira, because she can blink
Right.
around.
Just throw the healing orb first and then blink, but only when
Okay.
you're like
Yeah.
at half.
Okay. Cool.
And then Tracer is well, it's because she got the like shift key. What do you call those? Are they blinks? They're blinks.
Yeah, they're pleased. But I mean,
Moira's
again,
is
I think
fade. Moira's is fade.
I think May's
Oh.
enough, except for
Yeah, don't-
maybe like the main healer could switch to a Moira, which is still a main healer, maybe. But
The option
Generally,
you
if
can
the
switch to
May
Moira
doesn't
too,
work,
right?
if I don't know. I think if the May doesn't work, then the point's lost at that point.
Right, I know, but I've been in situations where I think as Zen I switched to Moira and we stabilized. Probably not because of me, but because at least I touched it.
And obviously, if you are a Zen and you have Transcendence, like
Great
use
stall.
Transcendence,
Yeah.
like that is a good stall. Anything else? I don't think we talked about it, and partly because I don't know what the answer is. But if they're running dive,
Gotta get a Bree.
I don't really know how dive works enough to know exactly what they would be doing and how to counter it. So
So technically, for
Well,
dive-
Winston would come in.
Yeah,
and
like,
we'd have to
jump
probably
over
like
small,
Bree
right?
or Zen them. Bree and Zen them would be great.
Yeah, so if I'm like playing if I'm playing Winston, I'm diving. So hopefully the way to actually run dive is have like a Tracer Genji or one of the two, or Winston and Diva, and then Llama just sit right there by yourself. So I'm gonna be smart enough to recognize that May is over there by herself. So I'm gonna be like May dive target, and then the Diva, Winston, and Genji or Tracer are all gonna dive on at the same time. And as the Winston jumps in, the Diva is defense matrixing to block all the damage, and then once the Winston lands, he throws his bubble down, and then they all focus on one target. That's technically how dive works.
agreed. I just
It's
don't
really hard to
know.
And to block it, you just have to.
There's a lot of nuance there.
Yeah.
Like in general, like I know the Winston dives on like a high ground a lot of, or will get into a position on the high ground so that he has to jump to get out when he needs to. There's stuff.
Right, but you're talking about how to counter dive, which is depending. I mean, first off, Bree helps, or any stun helps because you can focus down the person diving in, or they have their escape ability. And well, like Bree was built for this because then you just swing twice and then I mean every 4 seconds I think. You gotta swing once.
I mean, I guess one of the points is don't make yourself a dive target if possible.
If
So
possible.
we said we would all set up on this side, and
use this
if we
wall.
are, they don't have a target, right?
Right,
I
but
don't
then
know.
if you run
I've seen a
Widow.
Winston jump in from here down to here with the diva, fuck everybody
Yeah,
up
but-
and leave.
Yeah,
When-
but
especially
so
when
the-
we don't expect it.
I mean, the response to that is if we're all right here, we kill him as soon as possible.
gets
'cause if he
orbed on the
jumps-
way in, and then he
if he
gets
jumps
bashed,
in-
shield bashed.
What's the cooldown?
3 seconds. 6 seconds?
6 seconds, yeah. So, like, if he jumps in, we have 6 seconds to kill him, basically.
Sure, if he
And
jumps in
if-
with Diva and Genji, if it's a proper dive.
I mean, it's just a race, right? To like kill them before they can kill you, and that's why.
I like how we're
There's that
confident
hopefully
about
pick
this, but we've gotten
There's then
absolutely
hopefully
destroyed
pick
by
the
dive.
Genji or the Winston to orb. And if they orb the Diva, that's bad times. And then you all shoot Winston or Genji, probably Genji because it's 200 health hero.
Yeah, Genji's harder to hit though.
Well, if you have a Bree, it helps. You can stun, or you can just use the left
Moira.
click and smash a bunch of things. If you have Ryan too, you can just swing away.
Yeah,
But
my point was just try not to make yourself a good dive target, and then try to kill them if they dive into a full group. Because I don't think you generally want to dive into a full group, right? Like you're wanting to
don't, you
dive
wanna
into
isolate
a
the
good
target.
target.
Because
Separate the
wouldn't
weak.
you be reversing your dive? Yeah.
Also, we have
No, no.
Junkrat. You can really chunk people down quick.
Yeah, if we're all together and we have a Junkrat and a Diva of our own or something, like we should be able to survive a little bit of time and kill them.
Okay.
I think it's more you need the communication to realize you're being dove before it's too late.
And if you're being dove by 3 people and 2 are shooting the Winston, 2 are shooting the Diva, and
Yep.
one's shooting the Genji, then nothing dies.
Yeah.
The other thing about grouping up though is it makes you vulnerable to Grav and Junkrat Tire. Keep that in
And
mind.
Doomfist.
Only when those things happen, and Doomfist. Doesn't it make you vulnerable to Wrecking Ball too? Because he'll get 6 times the shields or whatever. But I guess you can still shoot through that.
Well, so I mean, if you're here and you're, say, a DPS, like you don't have to be standing right on top of everyone. Like stand over here or something, like get your angles a little bit further back so you're not necessarily as big of a target.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the awareness is whether or not they're running dive or not. Obviously, if they're not running dive, you can do a lot more.
All right.
But
I don't
like
know.
you said, people don't run dive at our ELO, so
It's
I
not often, but some of the teams we faced have been pretty decent at dive.
Yeah.
We got absolutely wrecked by a Winston that I've only seen as good a Winston when Jam played Winston.
Okay.
And luckily they only did it for one map, but like he was that dangerous of a Winston. It was an Eichenwald map.
Okay.
And he was an extremely good Winston. So I don't know. I'm not good at dive, obviously, so I don't really have the answers for that.
All right.
you don't have to be good at dive. We just have to get better at counter dive. I think the question is, do you go to Bree or not? That's the real question. If they're gonna run dive, do we want to decide to run a Bree based comp?
Oh yeah.
we
I
have
think
to,
without
I
a
think
doubt.
so. Yeah.
So then one of the DPS is gonna switch to Bree, right?
Yes,
you gonna
not a
have one-
healer or DPS.
Not a
yeah.
healer, right? It has to be a DPS. Then which
At least
DPS
until we're more comfortable.
What is the order of people on our team that will switch to Bree?
Whoever's being the least effective, I think. Whoever we think.
How do you know that? Like that's very hard to figure
Yeah.
out. You could tell
Oh,
someone-
no, if you don't have gold or if you don't have silver, then switch or something.
All right.
I think the people can figure that out on their own.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're all in agreement. I say this as the person
Yeah,
who would
I'm
never
I'm
be
not-
switching. Because I'm always
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's always the case. Like, if someone is a better Reaper and, we switch both DPS or something.
Like here's my scenario. So what if they have no hit scans and they're diving. You should like Val switch off Farah to become Bree, even though Farah has like free reign. even if she's not doesn't have gold or whatever?
Well, I
Is that
think
like
Pharah should stay if they have no hits gain, and if they do dive, she can use her E ability to spread them out from us. Because D.Va and Winston suck when they're more than like 10 feet.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a Pharaoh defending second point though. That's extremely questionable.
that's probably true too? I just meant in general, not
Yeah,
just
are we talking
Yeah.
about in general?
because that's one of those things where it's like, okay, so based on our ruling, she should switch to like Bree, but if she is it worth like so you guys all have to talk about. We'll have to talk about it during the match, I guess, depending on their.
Yeah, I think
We
we
can play
just-
Bree among our DPSs then. I guess is the other question. I don't think it's that hard, but you should
I've
read some
played it
guide
a
or something.
bit. I mean, I can definitely practice it more too. I
I
like
think
her.
the key is that combo where it's like shield bash, left click, and then shift. Right? Is that enough to kill Tracer?
You don't need the full combo to kill
No.
Tracer.
What about a 200 health? You need the full combo then?
At 200 health, you need
So it's shield
it's-
bash, left click, shift. Is that it, or is there something else?
it's shield bash, hit him with the hammer, and then hit him.
Flail, yeah, and the shift. How much does shift do? I don't even.
It's not a ton. I think it's like I don't remember.
That's fine, but as long as everyone knows the combo, who's ever gonna play Bree, that's the main go-to kill combo. Unless it's
I
wouldn't
just
wanna
don't
play-
practicing. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play Bree for offense, but for anti-dive, I think I could do it. So
Okay.
I don't know. I think we can just trust someone to swap to Bree, like
Yep.
either the least effective or someone who doesn't have a better idea for a different hero swap or something. Like
I'll play her. I had my 100% kill participation game.
Yeah. Look at that flail.
All right.
That
Should
was
we
just
get to it?
comical.
I just have to take a minute break.
Yeah, same. What are we doing after this? I think, like Muchachi said, we should do like a death match or something quick, and then something else.
I'll
What
be
was
right
Wanna
that?
go over
Big
one of the other maps? I don't know what the other maps were. I only need this one.
Ilios and Blizzard World.
I don't know what to do for Blizzard World. We never actually
Oh.
got good advice on that either because it was brand new at the time.
Also, Busan is now in competitive. I don't know
No.
if that's.
Is it, how?
Go ahead.
What? That quickly?
It's
Yeah.
been out
Like
of quick
2
play for like
weeks.
2
Is it
weeks,
really?
hasn't it?
In competitive?
Yeah,
You sure?
Yeah,
I'm
it
pretty
might
sure I
be.
saw a tweet because it's been in quick play for 2
Oh.
weeks.
Weird.
yeah, I played there earlier and I got stomped.
Huh.
I haven't even seen one of the maps. Isn't there like a there's like a mech bay and then that temple one, and I always have lost
Sanctuary
twice in a row. So I've
Bay
never seen the
and-
third one.
What's the third one? It's the
The bang, the PC bang one, or is that the town one? It's like the town.
yeah, it's like a town. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. I'll be right
Posix
back.
and I jammed it over and over again when it first came out, so I feel mostly comfortable with it. But...
So the
All right, we're
question
gonna-
is,
We're gonna watch Punky go around Li Zhang.
okay, sounds like a plan.
While we're waiting, can
How
we
do I change the number of players?
Yeah, if we're gonna take 5, like make it a death match or something so we can dick around.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
God, I hate this. All right, max FFA players. Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, I see you were doing that.
All right, there we go. In Lijiang, yeah. Let me add a few more maps in here.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. All right, we'll do that one. There we go.
Of course, by the time Teuton sets us up, we'll be everyone will be back.
I got a setup. What are you talking about?
I am not fragging out right now, so
Man.
I need to go through and actually save out all of these common modes.
Yeah.
I gotta say, these practices are really helpful. I'm glad we're doing these.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think that it's. And I think I said this at the end of this last one that we had. I think it's actually been more helpful to have these without having a coach and just having us talk through all these things.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm not planning currently to be able to make 2 of these a week.
No, that's. I'm not.
Generally, anything before 9 is kind of a pain in the ass for me to do, and so I can do that like once or twice a week, but I don't want to do that,
No, that's
3 or 4
cool.
times a week. So
And see, that's the thing for me. Anything before or anything after 9 for me is a pain.
So 9
yeah, I know.
o'clock.
I
1
I
minute.
know. Yeah, I know. I'm a pain in the ass there. I'm the latest player,
No,
but
that's-
I prefer like the 9 to midnight block. I know, right? T-John's
I know,
just
I'm
gonna
just gonna
keep
start
staring
without
at the setting.
him. I'm not waiting on him to show up.
I thought that was the point. Oh,
Is this lockout? Came back. What's going on?
Oh no, this is just FFA.
Everyone's gonna
Free for all?
watch
Sweet.
me and Muchachi go at it. That's what's gonna
We're
happen.
playing Widow.
All right.
Hell yeah! I'm not very good at Widow and Castillo there.
3, 2, 1.
Yep. See, he's back.
I'm back.
Ah, what happened to my reload button? Damn it! Stupid.
Pause, that's cheating.
What?
No.
Ah. Wait. I'm...
Baiting you so someone else kills you. Wow.
That's so.
Yes!
That's cyberbullying.
No, my kill.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Fucking snipers everywhere.
There are snipers everywhere. Oh man.
Ah!
I
Darn it.
made the mistake. I have no guns in my bullets.
Oh, you fucker.
Well, that's my health pack. Damn it.
Oh.
every time I'm looking some other direction.
Whoops.
No!
God.
How do you already have that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He killed a lot of people. Oh.
Oh,
My frame rate
Stop
sucks
hacking
so
me.
bad right now. I need the. I got the "you will be kicked if you remain inactive" message, which is a very bad sign as well.
No, it's not fair.
oh, that's too far. Okay, you're dead anyway.
Ah, you literally have to shield as your health.
Whoa, hello. There's some body just flopping in front of me. Oh shit.
Probably me.
Hey, you know,
Okay.
tank and free for all is like cheating.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, I'll switch.
It is not. Just
I didn't
have to
know
do
it was
more
cheating.
damage.
I don't do that much damage. It's just that you're sniping.
Playing a
Can we
widow
pick a
in
tank
free
where you
for
have
all
to
is
aim?
like cheating.
Yeah.
You could play Reaper to stop the tank.
See, there you go.
Health in there, sir.
It's like a meta. It's like some sort of...
Oh god. It's dangerous.
Get away from me, Doomfist.
Oh, fuck.
I hear you.
Did you see me fall off the edge?
Ah,
Ah! Damn it.
God damn it. Okay, well, that works. Totally meant to do that. Fuck.
I was out of bullets.
Damn you, Binkley.
Okay, your health pack, your hacked health pack is gonna kill me.
Fuck.
Oh, I am trash.
Aw.
I got revenge for you.
Good.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to, but I did.
Land.
Oh, oh crap. No. Damn it.
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
Where am I gonna be? Oh, the stupid grenades.
No.
Damn it.
Ah. That wasn't very nice.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Farah, that's a problem.
There's always a problem.
Oh, great. Hacked.
Oh,
Anti-Fara.
Oh,
Dope.
Oh, and then Punky gets my kill.
So this whole mode is
you
about.
mean my kill?
No, I don't know.
Whoa, is that a torp?
Oh.
Dang.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Okay, now that's cheating.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, fuck that. Wait, how did that not hack me? I heard it.
Fine.
I wanted to see if that would work, and the answer is it doesn't.
what were you trying to do?
Jump up and Q. Oh man, I don't want to play this game.
Oh, I went on the roof. I still don't understand how the height works.
Oh, how are you not dead?
Some Reaper. You're a tank.
No, I turned around. I thought I had that last shot on you.
Diva?
Somebody's got to counter you. You're about to win. No, Pause is about to win.
Yeah.
This far screwed up my plan. No.
Oh, somebody's
No.
trapped.
Get him for me. So then I can do that.
Oh, damn it.
And that. Oh, you stole it.
And everyone.
Quickly, silently catching up here.
Dang it. Oh, yeah.
Why is everyone picking on the far player? Jeez.
There's like no hit scan in this game.
How has Pause not got that last kill yet?
Because I'm running away. I'd rather feed somebody else.
Good job, Monkey.
Thanks. Oh, fuck you with your traps.
That was me.
Dang. That sucks.
Hello.
Because I was
Wait.
running away.
It was the 18?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Okay. That's weird.
I just picked a
Okay,
random
random.
number. Were you not paying attention to the announcer?
It said 1 kill left a while back.
I guess. I was so used to.
That was nice.
I gotta fix my computer, man. My frames are just so low.
Should we load up Blizzard World? Because I feel like Ilios will have a general idea of what to do, but we should probably try to figure
Yeah.
out Blizzard World.
Yeah, I don't want to do any more thinking. tonight.
Okay. For Thursday,
Thursday.
should put that on.
We can either do this or do a couple quick play rounds, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
close to being done.
I'm not do quick
Okay.
play.
Yeah, I'll
should
do
do
quick
some
play.
quick play so we can
Quick
get
play.
some more going.
I like